Good evening, and welcome to Crazy X Files. They say water is good for you. Not in this episode. We will call it Tainted Love.
Hi, my name is Rachel, and I never thought a breakup would end with me nearly dying from poison. My ex Paul and I dated for about 2 years. We were one of those couples people thought were perfect. We had the same taste in movies, both loved hiking, and even adopted a dog together. He brought me flowers on our first date. Not the grocery store kind, he had picked them himself. It felt old fashioned and thoughtful. We had this effortless connection that made it easy to fall for him. Within a few months, we were inseparable. He introduced me to his friends, and I introduced him to my parents. Everyone loved him. That's what made it even harder to explain later. Because to them, Paul was perfect. The first real red flag came 6 months in. We were at a friend's birthday dinner when a waiter accidentally spilled water on Paul's pants. It wasn't a big deal, but Paul exploded. Yelling, cursing, everyone went silent. I was mortified. He apologized later, blaming stress at work. I forgave him. That became a pattern. Paul would lash out, apologize, and promise to do better. Then it would happen again and again. After 2 years, I felt emotionally drained. I loved him, but I was always walking on eggshells, so I ended things. It wasn't dramatic. I just told him I needed space, and he said he understood. We kept it civil for the dog. But a few months later, he told me he had met someone new. Her name was Andrea. She wasn't just a rebound. She quickly became a part of his everyday life. I'd see her with him during dog handoffs, and she always had this strange smile on her face. Then I started getting anonymous texts. Things like, "You don't deserve him," and "Some people don't learn until they suffer." I didn't tell anyone. I just blocked the number and moved on. Said I was happy for him, and I meant it. We'd moved on, or so I thought. That's when weird things started happening. I'd come home to find my back door unlocked, drawers open, lights I hadn't left on. I chalked it up to forgetfulness or nerves. Then one morning, I drank from a water bottle I'd left in my car. About 20 minutes later, I felt dizzy, nauseous, and completely disoriented. I barely made it home before collapsing. I called 911 at the hospital. They found traces of something in my system, later confirmed to be cyanide. The police started asking questions. I told them everything: my recent breakup, his new girlfriend, the dog handoffs. One officer asked if I'd left water bottles unattended. I had. What came next blew my mind. Turns out Paul and Andrea had been plotting. They were allegedly slipping cyanide into water bottles and planting them where I'd find them. One bottle even had my fingerprints on the outside, and theirs on the cap. It wasn't just me either. Two of his exes reported similar symptoms or close calls. Andrea had researched cyanide poisoning online. The police found it on her search history. They were both arrested. During the search of their home, two FBI agents even got sick from exposure to a cyanide container they didn't see right away. The story went national. People couldn't believe it. Paul, the charming guy I once wanted to marry, was trying to kill me with poison, and his new girlfriend helped. The charges? Attempted murder, conspiracy, possession of a chemical weapon. I spent weeks recovering, physically and emotionally. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't trust anyone. I still triple-check every drink I touch. Afterward, I stopped using public water fountains. I started carrying my own utensils to restaurants. My therapist said it's PTSD. I call it survival. People glamorize toxic relationships. They think jealousy is cute, that if someone's obsessed with you, it means they care. But that obsession almost killed me. People ask how I didn't see it coming. And the truth is, neither did his other exes. Paul wasn't a monster, not at first. That's the part that still scares me the most.
I don't think Rachel was ever Paul's girlfriend. She was more like his target. If you have a story, please share it, and you can become one of the crazy X-Files.